Good day, YouTube. I think today's the 27th of October, 2018. Had a few requests for folks that want to contact me somehow or another. So I actually opened a P.O. box just for my YouTube things. So there's my P.O. box, Glen Speed Shop, P.O. Box 2568, Albany, Oregon 97321. And you can email me at rebelradiomobiledj@q.com. Common spelling, Rebel Radio Mobile DJ at q.com. There we go. Hope you can read that. So my wife and I used to buy and sell. We had always liked to go to yard sales and stuff like that, and auctions and flea markets and swap meets, etc., and buy and sell stuff. So we frequent auctions up to 3 or 4 times a week. Estate auctions that are done on site where they sell everything from the stuff in the kitchen cabinets to the car and everything in the garage, and on the, if it was a farm or something, everything goes, tractors and whatever. And we'd buy anything we thought we could make a buck on, to the point where we bought a moving truck. We were just very equipped to do it, and we had a lot of fun, made some money, donated a lot of stuff. So it was pretty good. The one auction place, the guy retired and kind of quit going, and he, after a couple of years of retired, he sort of bought it back, and he's been running it for a year or so, but he's realized he tried to retire, and he really isn't retired, so he is going to retire. So we had the last auction this week, and I thought, you know what, I haven't been in literally years. I got to go back, see the people one last time, and see what's up. And so I bought a bunch of stuff, and I thought it was pretty cool, and I'll share it with you. Most of the people that go to this auction have been going there for a long time. A lot of them are, retired, elderly. This is their entertainment, and they're not interested in buying high-tech stuff. Most of the stuff that I bought this week, I was the only one there, including the auctioneer, that had a clue at what it was. Therefore, the stuff for me is very inexpensive, and that was one of the benefits that we had, because I've actually been buying and selling really since I was in high school, and I know a lot of this stuff, and my wife and I have done this a lot, and we know our antiques, and we know stuff like that. We have a pretty good grasp on what these items are, and nobody else does. We know what they're worth, and that made us successful buying and selling. We don't do it anymore, but I do it a little bit just on the side. So I thought I'll take you through, show you what I got this week at the auction. And I'll tell you what I paid for this stuff, to give you a feel for it. If you've got an auction house near you, it's a fun hobby. Start off with a nice tripod. It does have the shoe in it. That was $5. A paint cup appears to be brand new. That was $2.50. That's a minimum bid at the auction house. This box, pretty darn cool. Let's start off with this thing, because I'm not really sure what it is. It's called a trem nut, and it has something to do with a guitar. That's what I know. Okay, it was in the box. I'll set that aside for a moment. This aside for a moment. What is inside here are finger picks, like for someone that's picking a banjo or steel guitar or something like that. A couple thumb picks in there. Just some miscellaneous. Now we'll get to some good stuff. These are tuning machines for an acoustic guitar. I don't know if my camera will focus or not, but these are Martin. These are labeled Martin. Why there's 7 of them and not 6, I don't know. But they're pearl-handled Martin tuning machines for an acoustic guitar. Brand new. I've looked up on the internet, and I cannot find these. I found a set of Fender, but I cannot find a set of Martin. I think these are pretty cool. This is also Martin. It's called a VTC, Volume Tone Control System. This plugs into your 1/4 inch jack if you have an electrified acoustic guitar, and gives you a let's turn this around where it's not upside down. Gives you a volume knob on the left and a tone knob on the right. So you don't have to bore holes in your wooden guitar and mount them permanently. This gives you the ability just to plug this in. There's just a 1/4 inch mono plug on the back side of this. It just plugs into your guitar, and then you plug your amplifier with another cord into the side of this device, and you now have a volume and tone control on your guitar without putting holes in it. This entire box, $2.50. This is, I'm guessing, is worth $100. I'm guessing these are $75, and the rest is worth nothing. And if you're interested in this stuff, let me know. I'm probably gonna eBay this stuff later this winter. So here is new in the box with instructions and a sticker. People call them Dodd pedals. It is a FX75B stereo flanger. I think basically it is a pedal you set on the, like, plug your guitar into this thing and then plug it into your amp, and you set your knobs. It has, can I get it in any light that might be able to see something? I'll come out to read it to you. So the first one is delay, second one is speed, the next one is width, and the one on the right, regen. So I really don't know what all of that means exactly, but if you're a guitarist and you're into this stuff, you probably know. I don't think this thing is crazy valuable. We'll say $50, or maybe it's $40 or something, but it's mint in the box. Maybe not brand new. We'll call it mint in the box. I had a little bit of competition on that. I paid $10 for it. This is Lexicon. It is a an interface. Well, let's call it an electronic mixer for bringing in signals from, like, a guitar, microphones, etc., and plugging this into your computer. You can see the USB at the bottom, place for the power supply. Bring all of your signals in to the back, mix them in the front, and plug it into your computer with recording software, and basically record to your computer. So if you've got a small band or something you're mixing and you want to record it, you need something like this. I don't know if this is good, better, best. I don't have a clue, but I think it's probably worth $30–40. I paid $5 for it. This almost is what took me to the auction in the first place. It's a variable power supply and a variable current output adjustable. Then it has a few fixed voltages as well. So this is a great piece of test equipment. I had a little bit of competition on this as well. I paid $15 for it. It's probably $75 value, something like that. Doesn't really matter to me. I don't have one. I've needed one on and off for all my life. I now have one. It's got a big enough heat sink on the back of it to be capable of some reasonable power. It's probably got a decent rectifier in it for really good DC voltage. So that was pretty good. 2 more items. Bang. I might have to have a flashlight. So this is, see if we can catch the brand name. I can do this. There we go. Gamma. Criterion 30, something like that. So it looks like a 10-inch speaker, probably a 6-inch mid-range, and 1, 2, 3, 4 different tweeters. They're in wood veneer cabinets, a little bit of chipping. I've hooked these up. They sound good. They're probably like with some vintage tube amps or something. These are probably very desirable. There's a pair of them on eBay when I looked them up while I was at the auction for $100 and $129 shipping. So they'll probably have some value. I think I'll just flip those, ask about $80 for them on Craigslist, see if I can sell them locally. I paid $5 for them. And last but not least are these boys. So Fisher's 15-inch mid-range and tweeter. I've had 2 sets of these. I have gigged with these, which means I have taken them and I've DJ'd with these. I got about 3 years out of one before I lost a mid-range in one of them. And I was running them really hard when that happened. And then I had another set and I stacked them up like I did here. And it was pounding real hard with some hard rock music or something, and it fell off and it broke. I pieced it back together. I got through the year with it, and I parted it out and fixed the other set, to which I sold not too long ago. So that's the deal with that. So that's my auction purchases. I spent a total of about 65 bucks on all this stuff, but I got hundreds of dollars worth of stuff. I'll pop these 2 pair of speakers out of here for 80 bucks a pair, something like that. I'll list this other stuff on eBay this winter, maybe get a couple $100 out of that. And that's it. That's my little hobby. So I'll check out my other videos, please. Thanks for watching, commenting, subscribing, and we'll catch you on the next one. Okay, guys, you get a little bonus footage. My wife and I went yard sailing this morning. She's got all her stuff. This is what I ended up yard selling. I just thought I'd throw it in as something at the end of here. The video. So I got 9 cartridges of Brother P-Touch label tape. I have a couple of labelers. My wife's got labelers. Nice to get those. That stack was $5. We went to a different sale, estate sale, right across from the country club. Very nice place. And I have a large head. And they had 2 extra large helmets that actually fit me, and that is, I just don't find that very often. When you do, you get them. They basically have had no use, and they were marked 25 bucks a piece, but today was half price day. I got the pair for $25, and this one has the zip on and off ear covers. So that's a good deal. 12-volt power supply, a book on bass guitars. Yes, I have a bass guitar, and I don't know how to play it. This was at the half price deal, so that was 12.5 cents. I picked up just a keyboard and a mouse, and the dongle is there. Hope it works. I got this new in the box. Oh yeah, this was half price too, so $3.50. So that was $1.75, whatever that is. This was at the half price thing too. It was $4, so it was 2. It's got a USB 10 key. I don't know if that's a thumb drive or not, but I like that little mouse. I've got a couple others and a couple of little computer accessories. A bag full of miscellaneous cords, power supplies. I need to go through that. I need a 9-volt one for that. I didn't take time to even open up. It was $1 a bag, and it was half price, so it's 50 cents. I have a small collection of vintage flashlights. This was 50 cents, and yep, it still works. So I'm going to put this over with my small collection of other vintage flashlights. See, there was room for it and everything. I don't know. I just love them. I had one when I was a kid. Oh, I got this Buddy heater. It's got the hose on it to go to a propane tank, 5-gallon kind of job you do. It's a little dirty. I'll clean it up tomorrow, maybe tonight, and get it running and burn the dirt off of the burner so it doesn't stink up something. These are nice to have whether you use those spin-on cartridges or a big tank, but I see taking it in the step van with a little spin-on canister, because the heater and that thing's like dumping your Pepsi into the ocean. Is just too much space to heat. So that might be kind of nice. I have a couple other of those little heaters. They're sure nice to have around for when you need them. They don't take up much room. We'll find a place to store it. And I always pick up towels. I picked up a couple towels. Yep, they were 10 cents a piece. But it was half off, so they were 5 cents a piece. You can't wash them for that. Anyway, that's my little haul for the day. And it was a pretty good yard sale day for as late in the season as it is. All right, guys, we'll catch you later.